Story behind it, like my friend sent me a link on Facebook, and I was like, zombie MMORPG, browser based. I'll give it a shot.
Well, we played a game once called Urban Dead, which was a zombie MMO.
Yeah, which was really fun.
It was kind of lame. Like, it's fun, but at the same time kind of lame because it's more
text
text-based. So it was kind of like,
You had to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I mean, we've been around zombies so long, our zombie imagination is pretty good. But this sort of puts
Sharper than most.
Yeah, this really puts a map to your imagination. You have something to see, something tangible. You can move around this world. It's pretty good. There are a few problems with it, but let's talk about the things that are good first. Creating a character is really fun because you can have there's a lot of personalization around it.
Yeah.
There's presets to choose from. You can be
so many jobs. There's like
50
jobs.
It's ridiculous. Like you have to like scroll through.
Own special set of stats.
Like,
I mean, some of them seem kind of redundant because they give you like a paramedic and a doctor.
Yeah, and they're almost
their
the
stats
same.
Are like 1 or 2 points off.
Yeah.
But it's that little bit that gives you that little advantage in your play style.
Yeah.
Which is just wow.
And there's like I chose this student because I'm a student, and I kind of wanted to be a little more engrossed by having the character relate more to me.
Yeah.
However, that was a bad idea because defending myself with a penknife against a horde of zombies is not the most strategically well.
I gotta say though, for zombie, a zombocalypse, if you will,
zombocalypse,
you're pissing away ammo like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like this game is great.
Once you find a gun, by the way.
Essentially, if anyone's out, anyone's ever played Urban Dead, picture that just with graphics. You can still do all the same stuff. You can barricade buildings. You can group out with players of your friends or just random people, or you can even sell them out by getting a horde of zombies to follow you,
and then
follow, find your friend, and the zombies will eat your friends, and then you just
loot
fuck
their
off.
body.
But it's a great game. For a zombie apocalypse, ammo is probably supposed to be scarce, but you're finding 800 rounds and you'll piss through that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're like,
oh
800 rounds, like holy shit! I found a bunch of ammo, and then
you
kill a couple zombies, and you're like, I'm down to 200. Yeah. Oh shit!
You find first you think like, wow, I'm the luckiest fucking player in the world.
Yeah.
I've got so much ammo.
No gun.
You go through just one building, and you're like, crap.
Yeah,
I'm so
like
unlucky.
A magazine. It gets pretty intense, and I've died quite often, and I actually lost one of my characters, so I was like level 17, and then I had to drop back down to level 1, which really sucked. But the things that are bad about it, the environments are pretty bland, and they usually look the same.
They look the same.
It's like just a car in a different spot.
Huge.
It's a huge
Opening the
world
map,
to
the
it.
map is more than a couple city blocks.
Yeah.
It's if I'd have to gauge it in real life, I'd say it's
a downtown metropolis. Yeah, it's pretty
nice
big.
Kilometer square.
Like I couldn't find the edge,
but it has links to other urban sections, or I think there's some suburban sections. Like it just goes on. Like, the people who put this game together really, took Urban Dead essentially and went, how can we improve this? How can we make this better?
Yeah.
And they added a GUI and
graphical user interface for those of you who don't know.
And it just works.
Yeah, it's really cool. The things I don't like about the game, it's hard to find people who are playing. Going to a marketplace and having nothing for sale really sucks.
No, but if you just hit the search button, it brings it up.
Yeah, but I did. But usually it's nothing for me. But maybe that's just my connection.
Yeah.
I might have a problem with it.
One of the things that bugs me is in order to go back to the base, essentially your outpost, you actually have to leave the game you're in. So if it's not password protected with your friends, essentially you have a chance of someone fucking off and joining into your game, into the slot that you were just occupying. So you'll either have to wait or join another person's game or just, give up entirely.
Basically, we always password protect just so that we can just, be able to play the game without anybody else coming in and interfering.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, finding people who are playing is actually kind of difficult. Playing this game by yourself sucks really bad. Don't play it offline because it's not fun at all. It's terrible offline.
I've never even played it offline.
It's not worth even checking out, so don't even bother.
But the online is definitely.
Yeah, the online is cool. When you have when Tom's around me, and the thing is we don't actually have to stick together. We can sort of go off on our own, but it's better to stick together because if somebody dies and you don't know and you're just walking around and trying to type hey I'm dying while fighting off a zombie isn't the easiest thing to do. Yeah. So sticking together is definitely crucial. Pen knifing zombies in the throat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They could have added a couple of those. Just tap F1 to send a help and maybe your location.
Yeah.
Just to kind of make the game easier because, like Jeff said, using a mouse and keyboard in a top-down perspective, trying to type and fight a zombie.
Yeah. So what we usually do is we go on Xbox Live, start up a private voice chat, and then I'll be sitting at my computer while my Xbox is running, and I'll just be talking on my Xbox Live headset, which is about as easy as it gets. I mean, unless you have Skype or Ventrilo or something.
Which
I'm
neither
not.
of us don't.
Yeah, but actually I have Skype, but you don't, so it doesn't really matter. But and like the bottom line is the game is free, so
Yeah,
and you don't
I
have
think
to
it's
download
still in its
anything.
beta stages, so
Yeah, you don't have
There
to
might be some
download anything.
improvements.
It just plays in your browser. Hit log
That
out.
is the bit of a problem though, because I mean your screen is only
Yeah, there's no full screen.
640. There's no full screen
Which
mode,
kinda
so
sucks.
your screen is literally like that big.
Yeah, if I got
And
like my
it's-
24-inch iMac sitting there, and it's like, huh, and then I'm playing here, and it's like, oh man, it kind of sucks playing it. So I usually play on the laptop just because it's a little bit smaller screen, so the aspect ratio isn't as fucked up.
Yeah. So there are some problems, but it is a great game, and it's a great improvement on an Urban Dead style of game, and for the fact that there aren't any zombie RPGs out there.
Yeah, well,
just
yeah, and as
it-
far as I can tell,
It puts it in its own field. Like
Yeah.
zombies are a fun topic, and I mean even on the Xbox, zombie games are cool games, but there's only like 5
really good ones.
legitimate zombie games.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
And even that, at its core, is just a wave of zombies coming
Yeah.
at you. There's no real survival aspect to it, per se.
Well, aside from the new survival mode.
yeah.
But there's not many zombie games out there. There's Dead Space if you want to count those as zombies. There's the old Dead Rising
yeah.
zombies. Left 4 Dead. There's not much
Resident
out there.
Evil, kind of.
Kind of zombies, but
Zombies mode in Call of Duty World at War, which is really the only reason I want to play that game again, which is
Fun
super fun. But yeah, game's free. You don't have to download it. Check it out, deadfrontiers.com. The link will be in the sidebar, so if you
Yeah.
want to check it out, go ahead and do it.
And moving on, we've got a little bit of an exclusive note that we're going
Yeah,
to be talking about.
this is going to be a
It's-
bonus stage event, massive event.
It's,
Video Games Live.
Yeah, Video Games Live. Many of you have probably heard of it. They're going around the world, and they're just playing video game music,
Yeah.
doing the thing that everyone likes to listen to. So
We went to the
big part-
concert last
Yeah,
year.
went to the concert
It was a
last year.
one-day event,
Great concert.
but it was
This
fun.
year, in Canada and in our stop of the tour, in the Winnipeg
Winnipeg.
stop, they're actually having an exclusive 3-day tour. They're doing it in a few cities in the States as well, I believe, but not many.
Yeah.
I think it's just depending on where they had the best reception, how many seats sold out, so on and so forth.
So, and Winnipeg is, I'm pretty sure, if we've done our research correctly, Winnipeg is exclusive to this 3-day event.
Yeah.
So
In
lucky
Canada.
us. In Canada, yeah.
So,
lucky
like,
us.
not even the big cities like Toronto or Vancouver are getting it, so that's
Yeah.
a huge deal.
Not quite sure who sucked Tommy Tallarico's dick at the last concert, but thank you for that,
Yeah.
because 3-day events are awesome. Tickets are about $100 a piece, but you know
$100,
what?
but it's a 3-day pass. The first night is your music. The second night is a Q&A and video game tournaments, which
Yeah.
we will have footage of.
Yeah, we're going to be basically filming as much as we can of the tournaments. We're going to try and get in some tournaments and win. Probably not, but whatever.
So far as I know, a lot of it's Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
Yeah.
So
I'll play
I'm
the
gonna be out
drums.
of that.
I'll play the drums.
I'm going to be, horrible at that.
Yeah.
So
I can't play guitar on easy, so fuck that.
yeah. And the second night is, from what it looks like, a different set of music again.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
Really,
interesting,
really
and
fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this concert. It's like I can't even tell you how much
We're
I'm
definitely
excited.
going to have a June exclusive of the second night of the Q&A and video game tournaments.
Yeah. Also, for those of you watching, if you want us to ask
Yes.
Tommy and Jack some questions, maybe it's something you've been wondering about Video Games Live, you don't have a chance to, email us your questions, thebonusstage09@gmail.com, or make them a comment on the video, and we'll try and get your questions asked if they're not like, something stupid. I mean, try and make them legit. If you really are wondering something about it, we'll try and get your questions asked, and we'll get it on a video somewhere.
That's right. It is a giant Q&A, so we might get skipped.
Yeah.
We make no promises, but we are going to try.
Yeah.
We want to help. We want to help fans. We want to get our name out there. So
We're going to try and
you
get as
guys are
much
our best bet to get up.
coverage as possible. Very excited. I might be too excited, so I might forget to turn the camera on. If that happens, I apologize, but not really because I'm still there.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and get as much, footage as possible of the entire thing, concert included, and a bunch of other clips and stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely very, very, very excited for that. I
and,
cannot wait.
Next episode. Next episode's going to be a
Yeah,
fun
it's our 10th episode.
10th episode.
Believe
It's
it
a
or
little bit
not.
of a milestone for us, maybe not for you guys, but it's
Yeah.
still, we haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah, we're pretty happy about that.
So we're actually going to do a retro episode. We're going to
Yeah.
be taking a look
All retro games.
at all these classic games we got. sitting
Not
in
every
here.
single one of those,
Not
but
all
we're
of them.
going to select a few and do reviews on them.
We're going to select, actually what I'm hoping to do, and, we're going to discuss this, but we want to look at maybe some of the underappreciated games, some games that maybe never made it to North America.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know about the Zeldas and the Marios. Fuck those games. We're going to take a look at some games that you probably haven't heard of or maybe heard very little of and tell you why they're good. Or maybe bad.
Or maybe bad. So we're just going to take a look at some of the older games. We're gonna try and retro the episode.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty wicked. So definitely stay tuned for that. That'll be a few weeks after this video is launched.
And episode 11 will be back to normal.
Yeah, we're going to be going back to normal. He's going to be taking a look at Bionic Commando. He's got that on pre-order and some other game. Yeah, Halo Wars, because he finally picked up that too and beat it in about 4.5 hours, which is disgraceful, but whatever. But anyway, that's all for this week. Thank you for watching. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please rate with 5 stars and subscribe up there in the corner. And all the links to stuff we talked about are in the sidebar as well. Also, you can email us your questions or comments or complaints, probably a lot more complaints, to thebonusstage09@gmail.com. Audio processing for the bonus stage is done by Mike Lipnowski, and you can check him at mikelipnowski.com. The link is in the sidebar. But that's all for this week.
Intro.
Oh,
one last time.
Yes.
Starship Amazing.
Yeah, Starship Amazing.
Check them out, starshipamazing.com. The song is Pokemon off the That's a Rap EP.
Yeah, the link for that will be in the sidebar as well. Yeah. Definitely check them out. They're fantastic.
Lots of free music.
Huge shout out to them for helping us out. That's all for this week.